Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, teachers and students. With this video I'm going to show you how to create and edit your own ETC presentation videos with the template provided. If you have an idea for a video, there are a few steps you have to keep in mind. But let's go through them together one by one. First and foremost, establishing the intentions of your video is key. Consider three main questions. What is your information? How do you want to present your information? And whom is your information interesting for? Knowing these three key elements will help you write your script. Of course, if you want to improvise, that can work as well, but having a script depicting exactly what you want to say can help. If you laid out all the words you're gonna use, the next step is to lay out all the pictures and videos you want to show during your video presentation. That step is called storyboarding. How will the screen look like in any given moment? Now, you don't have to go into too much detail, but just make sure you are aware of what pictures and videos you will need for your final product. You got your text, you got your pictures, it's time for the voice recording. Get a good mic and read your script in an entertaining manner. Audacity is a good application for this. Don't worry if you stumble over your words or have problems with pronunciation, just start over your sentence. The created audio file can be edited afterwards, so mistakes and mishaps can be corrected. The audio file will be the directive for the pacing of your video, meaning everything else will go as fast or slow as your voice recording. Keep that in mind. Now let's take a closer look at the actual template. As you can see, videos created by the template can be boiled down to two elements: the presentation background and the presentation avatar. That would be me. So let's open the template folder and I explain how to use it. The template consists of two template folders, one for the avatar and one for the video production, and two folders for user-generated content. So if you create avatar frames or have pictures and videos you want to use in the video, you can put those in these two folders. But first, if this is the first time you're using the template on this computer, you will need to install the font. That's pretty simple. Double-click on that file and install. The font can now be used on this computer. So how does animating this teacher avatar actually work? That's easy to explain. Every movement this avatar makes is just a new picture called frame. The more frames you have per second, the more fluent the movement becomes. The most hand-drawn animation videos, like the good old Disney movies, have generally speaking 30 frames per second, or 30 FPS. But considering this is not a Disney movie but a simple presentation video for a college, aiming for 30 or even 10 FPS is ludicrous. You should try to get a 0.2 FPS rate, so changing to the next avatar frame every 5 seconds. But how do you create avatar frames? That's what the ETC avatar folder is for. As you can see, there are two Photoshop files here, the front template and the side template. They do function the same, but depict the avatar from two different angles. Let's open the template file. Now, don't get discouraged if you're not familiar with the Photoshop application. All the elements you need are already there and in place, so you don't need any know-how. Just one thing to clarify if you don't already know, Photoshop, like any other image editing software, works on a layer system. That means you can draw on one layer without affecting any others. Just imagine a stack of transparent pages. Your drawing on the first page does not have any influence on the pages below, if you're not using a permanent marker, that is. You can also hide layers, so their content is not shown. And that's pretty much how the template for the avatar works. In this file there are a ton of elements. For instance, 80 different left eyes, 18 different right eyes. But only one left eye and one right eye is shown. All the other options are hidden. And that's how you can generate a coherent picture. So let's customize a frame. All you need is to use the layer window in the right corner. As you can see, we have a lot of different folders here: beards, eyebrows, left eyes, right eyes, left arms and right arms. If you click on the arrow next to the folder, the menu for every sub-option drops down. So in the beard folder we have all these different beard options. Be it normal, smiling, happy or surprised. And this eye icon shows which option is visible. If you want another beard, just simply deselect the current one and select a new beard. That's pretty much it. The same goes for eyebrows and eyes, only the arm selection is a bit more complicated, cause arms have hands. Let's open the folder for the right arms. You can already see a bit of a difference. Choosing an arm is a two-step process. We have all the different arm options, but underneath every arm there is a subfolder for the different hand options for this particular arm. So you have to select the arm and also the hands folder below if you want to change it. You can also open the hand folder to choose a different hand option. If you get confused, just close all the folders and start again. After you customize the avatar, just fast export as PNG and save the image in the user avatar frames folder. Listen to your voice recording and imagine how the avatar would look like in that instance. It makes sense to give these image files logical names. For instance, I called this image frame 1, so I know this is the first frame in the video. And that's what you keep doing till you're satisfied and have enough frames for your video idea. After you're done, consider not saving the file, so next time you start with a clean template. Let's now focus on how to translate these frames into a video. Select the etc video folder and double-click on the Premiere file etc video. This will open the editing environment. Again, don't worry if you're not familiar with the editing software. I will tell you all the basics you need to know. There are 4 windows you have to work with. The preview window, where you can see a preview for your video. The timeline, where you sort and edit your clips. The project overview, where you can see and manage all your files. And the clip settings, where you can customize certain clips. The first thing you want to do is inserting your voice recording. Simply drag and drop it onto the timeline. It will appear here and also in the project overview. Your audio recording will determine how long your video will be. As you can see, the video is framed by the intro in the beginning and the outro in the end. Snap the voice recording behind the intro and pull the outro behind the video file. Now you know the length of your video. Next step is inserting the avatar frames you created. Simply drag and drop them into the avatar frames folder in your project overview. From there, pull them onto the timeline and onto the avatar track and customize them however you want. The movement of the avatar should be aligned with the voice recording. Pressing the spacebar will play or stop the video preview, so listen to your recording, customize the frames, and see if it fits. If you're satisfied with that, drag and drop the subject you want to explain, ergo the videos and pictures you selected, into the Pics and Vids folder and onto the Pictures and Videos track. You will need to adjust the scaling and framing of your content. Just click on the file and the clip settings will open. There you can customize the position and scale of the file to fit into the presentation frame. You can hold down the left mouse button while hovering over the number and then drag it right to increase or left to decrease the picture size. That also works with the positioning. You might also want to insert text files. When you start the application, there's only one text file active, and that is the title card in the intro. Double-click on the file to open the edit window, where you can write a new text, change the scale, color and other options. You're almost done. Add background music if you want and then render the project. You don't need to worry about the configuration, just simply press the render button. This will generate the video file on your desktop, which you can then upload and use to your liking. Thank you for watching and congratulations for creating your own video. I hope this guide was helpful and have a nice day.